Slide 68, Lesson 4, Independent Personal Pronouns, I, thou, you, he, she, we, they. So we're going to have a look at some more examples here, and it's important that we learn these words. So let's have a look at the first example. Ki afar ata. Ki afar ata. Ata means you. Afar means dust. And ki means for. Ki afar ata. For dust are you. Again, there's no word for are, it's implied. And in English, for you are dust. So again, we have the words in a different order in English. And the word ata, you, is a second person masculine singular. Again, don't get hung up on the terminology. Ki kodesh hina. The second example, ki kodesh hina. Now, most people should know kodesh. If they've been sung any messianic songs, kodesh means holy. Ki kodesh hina. And hina is the feminine word for they. So this is for they are holy. For they are holy. Or in Hebrew, for holy are they. Ki kodesh hina. Ki kodesh hina. For holy are they. And that is a third person feminine plural. Next example. Va'ani shamati elecha. Va'ani. Now, we've looked at the word ani before quite a few times. Ani means I. And va there means and I. Va'ani. Notice it's a va'ani. You get this sort of thing happening a lot in Hebrew. Va'ani. Shamati. I heard. Shema means hear or heard. You should be familiar with Shema Yisrael. Hear, O Israel. So here's the word hear. Shema. Shin, mem, ayin. Shamati with a tav and a yod. That means I heard. So this is and I heard, but we don't say that in Hebrew. We say and I heard alecha, upon you. We'll learn about this sort of thing in later lessons. Va'ani shamati alecha, upon you, or about you. And I heard about you. And ani is a first person common singular. There's the next example. Ani, it's the same word here, ani, I, ani, Yahweh, Yod He Vav He, Yahweh, the Lord, often translated the Lord. It's more related to someone that's outside of time. Hayah, Hoveh, V'Yeh. All those words for he was, he is, and will be, past, present, and future, are in his name, Yod He Vav He. So the name Yod He Vav He is related to Yahweh being eternal, outside of time and space. Ani Yahweh Rofecha, your healer. Rofeh is heal, and cha means you. It's a pronominal suffix. We learned that in an earlier lesson. I am Yahweh, your healer. Again, if you forget things in earlier lessons, you just go back and repeat, and it will slowly sink in. Again, learn these words. If you learn these words, you'll have a good vocabulary before not too long. Most important in this particular lesson is to learn these words in red. Ani, I, first person common singular. Ani Yahweh Rofecha, I am Yahweh that healeth thee. Okay, next example. Ki atem, Ovrim et ha-Yarden. Yarden is the Hebrew way of saying Jordan. It's not Jordan really, it's Yarden. And Jordan means to go down, or Yarden means to go down. Ki atim ovrim, for you are passing through or passing over the Jordan. Ha Yarden. Again, this aleph tav is the sign of the direct object. It means that this verb of avar, ovrim, to pass over or crossing, is acting on the noun that the aleph tav is in front of, and it's in front of this word here, Yarden. This is a formal way of saying this is what I'm passing over. I'm passing over the Jordan. So again, ovrim is the plural version of avar, which means to pass over. So if I say avar to one person, I'd say avar, but if I say avar to a group of people, I'd say ovrim. I put the yod mem there. It's a plural, because God is speaking to many people, or whoever is the person speaking here. When you cross the Jordan. So the word ki, which can be translated for or as or like, can also sometimes be translated when. Just depending on context, we make things sound right in English, and this is something. And sometimes there's a little bit of latitude when translating, because some things don't quite sound right if we use one particular word here and use it somewhere else. So ki, when or for, you, atim, ovrim, cross the Jordan. When you cross the Jordan, that's exactly in the same order there. And atim is a second person masculine plural, 2MP. Okay, next example. Yahweh, Yod He Vav He, Yahweh, Hu Ha-Elohim. Ha-Elohim. So the aleph here has the because it takes on whatever vowel is put under or over it. So Elohim. Yahweh, He, or in this case in the Hebrew the word for He is Hu, Ha-Elohim. Ha-Elohim. He is the God. So Yahweh is the God. Yahweh, He is the God. Again, the word Elohim can refer to God, or it can refer to gods with a little g, depending on the context. And Elohim can also refer to someone that is someone that God has endued with authority. For example, Moshe, when he went before Pharaoh, God said that He would make him an Elohim before Pharaoh. So he was given authority of God, of an Elohim. The sons of God are called B'nai Elohim, and we are called the sons of God. The angels are called B'nai Elohim, and so are we, if we are born of God through Yeshua. Unfortunately, pagans get tripped up on this, and they use this as an excuse for them saying that they are God and they can do whatever they want, or they can worship other gods. And that's not the case at all. All Elohim have to bow down before Yahweh the Father, and through His Son, Yeshua, the Mashiach, and the Aleph Tav, Alpha and Omega. And Yeshua has His Father's name, Yod He Vav He, in Him. So Yahweh, Hu Ha-Elohim. Yahweh, He is the God. And Hu is the third person masculine singular. And now we'll look at the feminine version of that. He, which means she. So Hu means he, and he means she. A little bit confusing. Vahi, and she. Vahi lo yada, does not know, ish, a man. Does not know a man. and now they've translated this now, but it could also equally be and, which literally it is. And now she had not known a man, and she had not known a man. Now she had not known a man. For he, she, and she not known a man. So same order of words. And so that's a 3FS, third person feminine singular. Okay, so that about does it for independent personal pronouns: I, thou, you, he, she, we, and they. Well done. I think you deserve a cool, refreshing break, and lesson 4 will continue, and we will look at the following topics next. Demonstrative pronouns. That's the words this, that, these, and those. So we've had a look at independent personal pronouns: I, you, they, we, she, he, and so forth. Now we'll look at demonstrative pronouns: this, that, these, those. But have a break now, and sit back and relax and unwind.